On the 6th of May, the European Commission adopted a communication on the roadmap towards ending Russian energy imports. With this roadmap, the European Union sends a very clear message to Russia. No more. No more will Russia be able to weaponize its energy exports against us. No more will we allow our member states to be blackmailed. No more will we help fill up the war chest in Kremlin. Since Russia's aggression in February 22, the EU has worked hard to stop imports of Russian energy. Before 22, half of the coal we imported in the EU was Russian. This we've stopped completely. On oil, we've gone from 27% to 3%. And finally, gas, we've gone from 45% of our gas coming from Russia in 22 to 13% today. However, last year, we still paid 23 billion euros to Russia for our energy imports. You, the European Parliament, have asked us many times not to hesitate further, but to ban Russian gas imports completely. With this roadmap, we respond to this call in a clear and definitive way. We have carefully analyzed the impacts of the phase-out on the prices, security of supply, and contractual obligations, both at EU level and member state level. The roadmap sets out a clear and predictable framework for the gradual phase-out of Russian energy supplies. It provides the market with a transparent situation which they can analyze to anticipate any immediate impacts on fundamentals. Our goal is to minimize negative impacts on energy prices, stabilize energy markets, and provide legal certainty. We will therefore move forward step by step. Next month, we plan to adopt legal measures to introduce new rules on transparency, monitoring, and traceability of Russian gas, and to ban at EU level all imports of Russian gas under new contracts and spot contracts taking effect at the end of this year. We plan to ban at EU level the remaining imports of Russian pipeline gas and LNG under existing long-term contracts by the end of 2027. We will also request mandatory national plans from member states for phasing out of Russian gas, nuclear fuel and oil. The Commission will support member states, and we recommend that the first plans are submitted this year already to allow for a secure and well-prepared phase-out. Furthermore, we will tighten our grip on illegal oil entering the market via Russia's shadow fleet. Apart from fossil fuels, we also plan to take action against the import of nuclear fuel from Russia. This means new restrictions to promote the phase-out of Russian imports of uranium, enriched uranium, and other nuclear materials. We will make Russian nuclear fuel economically unattractive with tariffs and strengthen our European Union nuclear fuel supply chain. Furthermore, there will be no more approvals for contracts with Russian suppliers co-signed by the Euratom Supply Agency. To safeguard security of supply and safety, this will be done in a carefully gradual way. The decision to phase out Russian gas is based on a fundamental decision to change the trade relations with Russia to avoid security risks. Given this important policy shift, we see no conceivable scenario for a future use of Nord Stream for the transport of Russian energy to Europe. This is in the interest of our economic security, but also in the strategic interest to produce our own cleaner and more affordable energy in the EU. The phasing out of energy imports from Russia is a part of our overall strategy over the past years to diversify energy sources, strengthen our security of supply, and phase out fossil fuels altogether. Thanks to support from the Connecting Europe Facility, the European Energy Programme for Recovery, cohesion funds and other instruments, several key gas infrastructure projects in Central and Southeastern Europe came online, enabling EU to phase out supply from Russia. The Commission is also steering joint regional efforts on infrastructure and regulatory actions of Central and Southeastern European countries. In short, we are taking a number of different steps, and they all take us in the same direction, towards a more secure, sustainable, and diverse energy supply for a more competitive and independent Europe. Thank you.